I don't know the special requirements that I need to show that I can play. I've been in practice. I've been practicing well. Been running around doing what I'm supposed to. So, it's not my decision at the end of the day. So, we just have to wait and see. Come Monday or whenever we go back to practice, just do what I can do to show that I'm ready to play and go from there.
When were you told that you were going to play?
Yesterday.
What was your reaction?
I was upset.
Communicate that to them?
Yeah, they know. Yeah.
Trevon, do you feel like you need to play at this point?
Do I feel?
Yeah, do you need to play just to show everybody you're fine and you can play at 100%?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Why do you think there's this gap between when we spoke to you on Friday, you thought you were going to play versus them not activating?
Going into the week, that was the plan for me to play. I was included in the game plan to play. And yesterday I was told I wasn't playing, so that's why I thought that I was playing. So it was a quick decision. I didn't know. I thought I was going to come out here and play, but they felt otherwise, and that's just what it was. Yeah. Just stand positive. Do everything that I can do. Control what I can control. Be there for my teammates. Show up to work. Show up to practice. Do everything I can, and just go from there.
Everybody knowing what you were capable of doing, how difficult is it to just kind of sit through a 3-hour game?
How difficult to sit through?
A 3-hour game, knowing what you're capable of doing?
It's pretty difficult. Of course, I want to be out there. I want to help these guys win games. I want to help these guys, put up numbers. I want to just help these guys. These are my brothers. These are guys I've been with for my whole career, So I want to be out there with them. I want to be out there, demonstrating what I can do, showcasing, my talent, showcasing that I can help the team.
Everybody in the media sitting there thinking, he's probably not going to be with you next season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be here next season?
Oh, of course. I love Dallas. Dallas is a great place. I built a great relationship with these guys. He's like my brother, so of course I want to be here. But at the end of the day, it's a business. I don't know what the future holds. It's in God's hands. So I'm just doing what I can do, showing up where I can show up, and go from there.
So just to clarify, they have or haven't given you a reason why they didn't play you today? Came to you yesterday and said, look, you're going to be inactive tomorrow.
Pretty much, yeah.
Have you ever dealt with it? I mean,
no,
you've given through everything you've been through,
yeah.
And Shotty's talked about culture and being candid with everybody. Are you a little disappointed with how this whole thing's transpired?
Definitely disappointed because I definitely thought, I was coming out here going to play, being able to, help these guys, try to pull out a win. I think how it was handled, I didn't like that because I thought that, I was playing. So, it is what it is. Try to focus on next week, see if we could, if I could show them whatever they want to see, I'm going to show them and go from there.
Do we see 7 again?
I hope so.
Trevon, sometimes we've seen with injured teammates you've had in the past, they don't, they're up in the stands. Why was it important to you to be on the sideline?
Just being there for my brothers, being there, performing. We got young guys going to go in that corner, so just if they ever needed help or anything, just being there for them, being on them, a shoulder to lean on, just to talk to them, communicate with them. And it was important for me to be out there with those guys. We was trying to go on this playoff run, so it was important for me to be there for them and, show my presence.
You said that you hope that this week you can show them what they want to see.
Yeah.
It seems that whatever they need to see isn't injury related. Usually
Yeah.
feel that it isn't injury related.
Correct.
What do you think you do need to show in the 6 days that you've got left before the deadline?
From the first conversation that we had, it was practice. I guess I wasn't showing them what they wanted to see in practice. And this week, I showed them what they wanted to see in practice. And it still was the same result. So, I don't know what else, I need to do or what to show. At this point, I feel like, it's not even, it's not up to me or what I do. It's really up to them and what they want to do. So, I'm just showing up every day. I'm going to go to work and go to work.
Trevon, the incident back in October, that Thursday night, you wound up
Yeah.
with a concussion. Do you feel like that plays any factor into what's going on now?
No, I don't think so. Accidents happen all the time. You know, I had a lingering injury. Well, not a lingering injury, but I was hurt as well. Yeah, my knee was hurting. So, you know, I feel like it was just a lot at once. And, you know, after that, I don't know. I'm back. I got healthy. I'm back healthy. And I'm just waiting for, I guess, the opportunity.
Was it something that happened at home? What exactly happened?
It was an at-home accident.
You just kind of fell, or what were you?
You and Micah were incredibly close. What was your reaction to seeing his knee injury today?
I was devastated. As soon as I seen him, seen it happen, I texted him, made sure he was good. You know, that's my day one. That's my brother, and I've been through it, so I know how he's feeling right now. I just want him to, you know, keep his prayers, keep him in y'all prayers. Make sure he's prayed up, and I'm gonna make sure I'm there for him. You know, every step of the way, make sure he's good.
Since you've been on the Cowboys, you've obviously been in some really good defenses here. The one obviously point to is obviously Micah isn't here.
Yeah.
But why do you think like this season the defense just hasn't played like it has in years past?
It could be the change of defensive coordinators. You know, that's hard to deal with. Just changing plays, changing personnel, finding what fits, finding what scheme fits your players that you have, and just trying to find a balance that you could, you know, run with. I think that we made some great additions, like with the interior and adding Quinnen and Kenny Clark, and that was good. I feel like, you know, it's headed into the right direction.
Thanks, Trevon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that something that Shotty's been implementing and Clayton in the game plan after seeing what you did against the Jets and seeing how you did without them, and like, hey, we need to put flow in the offense a little bit more?
Yeah, for sure. It's got to a point where I feel like they're comfortable with me being in there. They're comfortable with me going to the slide, comfortable with me, you know, going to the outside. So it's and they're comfortable with me being out wide. So it's good to, you know I'm worthy or something.
How does this team and this receiver room stay focused in the last couple of weeks, knowing that the playoffs are looking slim?
Just, you know, we all want to win. We're just gonna keep finishing. You know, we don't give up. So just knowing, even if we don't make the playoffs, we're gonna finish the season out right.
Hey Ryan, third downs seemed to be a challenge for you guys tonight. What was going on, and how frustrating was that for you guys to not be able to convert at the level that you all normally do convert?
Yeah, it was frustrating. They just did a good job on third down. You know, the defense came out hot. They went zero a lot. They made sure to pressure us, and it was and it shows like we got to work on that. We got to fix that.
It felt like you guys started really well offensively. Did it feel like something just was off at that point? What did it feel like on the field there?
No, I mean, in the NFL games, you got ebbs and flows. You know, you do good, you do bad. You know, it's margin of error is slim, and you know, with them being a professional team, us being a professional team, they just won. You know, it's we fought. You know, we fought hard. We stuck together. But at the end of the day, they just won.
Ryan, when you think just about this season to this point, going into that bye at 3-5, you wind up coming out with a 3-game win streak, and now this. Like, how can you describe just the ups and downs?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating. Like, all of us want to win. Like, you know, you can tell in the locker room after a loss that everybody feels it. And, you know, we all want to win. We just got to keep stacking. Like, even if you talk about the playoffs, it's a slim chance, you know. We just got to finish the season out strong.
Ryan, they sent a lot of exotic blitzes, and especially on third down and long. How tough was it to get the ball downfield when they were blitzing like that, on third and long especially?
I mean, I guess it was tough. I guess it was tough. You know, we ran the routes we was given. It was just a lot of pressure, and they just did a great job of disguising and then sometimes running out of it. So it was kind of difficult.
It was even hard sometimes with the way they disguised some of the drops too, with guys that lining up at the line of scrimmage and then dropping in zone for you guys to read a little bit too.
Yeah. Some plays, you expect them to come, and then some plays just know them down the distance, and just knowing the DC Flores, you know what he liked to do, and we studied that this week, but they did a great job of disguising.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
What disappoints you most about the performance when you had the early lead?
Losing in general is terrible, but, you know, I feel like, losing in general just sucks, bro. I feel like we gave up too many explosives on defense.
How damaging do you think this is to you guys achieving your goals this season?
Very. I mean, like you said, everything was on the line, so not sure how it shakes out. Obviously, we gotta finish and gotta play our asses off and try and win out and see how it shakes out. But definitely hurts.
It's okay.